Hi, everybody from Business Network. You know who this is. This is Lisa. And we have Mark Totino with us today, and he's going to do his business feature. And we are utilizing this because he didn't get to present his live. We ended up all going home and having our class remotely via Zoom. And so he's one of the folks that has not gotten to present his business feature. So Mark, take it away. Tell us everything about your business and how is it that we can help you grow your business?
All right. Well, fantastic. Thank you very much, Lisa, for allowing me to take the time to talk about my business. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So let's see if I go to there. Can you see my presentation?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Now you got to click on it when you say share.
Oh, I have to click on share. Okay. There we go. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to there.
Now you say slideshow beginning. There you go.
All right, you can see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about my business. I am a licensed real estate professional, and I've relocated from the Midwest down to the Tampa Bay area here within the last few months. I actually left the Minnesota area in January of this year, and primarily to try and grow my real estate business and kind of explore my dreams. Anyway, so I'll talk a little bit about my approach to helping you market and sell your home. So basically, I sell houses, I sell properties, I sell houses, I sell land, commercial real estate, and there's a whole process to that. I try to add value to my business approach, and in this slide presentation, I want to talk a little bit more about that. All right, next slide. Okay, there we go. So a little bit about me personally. I now live in Tampa, Florida. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Rachel. Been with her for 4 years. I got 3 adult children. Jordan, he actually lives in Northampton, England. And he's 31 years old. Nathan is 22. He lives up in Minnesota, and Jenna is 19, and she is a college student at the University of Minnesota. I love the outdoors, man. I that's one of the reasons why I moved to Florida. I love boating, golfing, scuba diving. I'm a certified scuba diver, and as soon as I can possibly get out and get into that water someday soon, I can't wait. Outdoors, I love networking, and I love restaurants. So cannot wait for these restaurants to open up. A little bit about me professionally. I started out I was in the Air Force from 1987 to 91, and I actually was an HVAC mechanic, and which really helped me kind of launch my first initial career. I got into HVAC service from 93 to 2004. And what HVAC is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, if for those of you who do not know that. And that was primarily servicing, fixing, and repairing commercial heating and air conditioning equipment. In 2004, I transitioned into an HVAC project manager position. So I pretty much have been working on the project management side and sales side of the business since 2004. Primarily on retrofit work, working with commercial contractors, general contractors, and direct to owner relationships on the commercial side. In 2016, I had a little bit of an epiphany, and I thought, well, you know what? I love working with these general contractors, and I love working with people, but I want to take it a step further, and I want to get a little bit more intimate with my relationships with people and get my real estate license. And so I got my real estate license in 2016, both my Minnesota and my Wisconsin license, and continue to do that part-time, but then worked, then at the end of the year, this last year, 2019, I decided I'm just going to dive into this full-time. Not only did I dive into this full-time, but I also moved to a different state, a state that I don't, that is all new to me. So which is one of the reasons why I'm here today. So what does it actually mean to be a
Gotta
real?
go to your slideshow and make them big because they're real small on the screen. You're in your notes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Go
Oh
back.
no.
You're okay. We can see them, but go back to your original and say slideshow from beginning because they're not showing on your main screen. They're showing on your notes page.
Oh, okay. I wonder what's going
We can
on.
still see them. That's okay.
No, I'd rather have it
Swap displays, I guess. Swap displays. See that button up
swapped.
there?
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay.
There you go. Now
Okay.
click over to your main. Go back to your one you were on.
Let's see. All right.
There you go. Now,
Okay. All right. That is better. So you can see the full screen now?
yes, that's perfect.
Okay. So can you see my face too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
We've
wasn't
got
quite
over,
sure.
you and I are over on the corner. Our
Mhm.
faces are, that's what's nice about this Zoom.
Yeah.
We can see the presentation and we can see our slides.
I think that's what was throwing me off. So because I could see my face and I could see the screen, but now
Yeah.
okay, good to
Mhm.
know. So what does it actually mean to be a realtor? Well, all real estate agents we're all members of the National Association of Realtors. So we all, in order to be licensed, we all have to be part. You'll see the little R as a designation as a realtor. So we're all part of this national organization known as NAR. We subscribe to a higher code of ethics and we're required to have higher education. So with each license that I have to go through continuing education every 2 years. Some states are different. Some might be every 1 year. Some might be every two. But we are, and that all has to do with code of ethics, real estate law, and some other chosen educational classes. And then I'm also a member of local and state national associations, which would be like at the Greater Tampa Association of Realtors, and then also the Northwest Realtors Association. So a little bit about who I actually work for. So I work for a brokerage called EXP. And the EXP Realty has been around since 2009. We've got brokerage offices in all 50 states, up to 28,000 agents strong and growing. International, we're international to include Canada and the UK, and then we're also adding Australia. It's an employee-owned corporation, or I'm sorry, employee-owned company with stock options. We also, what's really cool, and I think this is the coolest part, is we utilize a virtual office. So we do not have bricks and mortar. We don't have the standard buildings, with the big logos on it and the overhead. We actually have a virtual office. It's called the World, which is operated under Verbella, and this is extremely attractive right now during the coronavirus.
Mhm.
And I'm happy to show a little bit more about that if anybody would like to know a little bit more about the World and how that works. And it's an amazing networking program for people, and it's very easy to stay in touch nationally and internationally. All of our agents, including myself, we're all independent contractors, and we're structured to run our businesses independently. So it could be either an individual, it could be team, or it could be in groups. So to add to that, with EXP brokerage, I belong to a group called the Skyline Group. And this is the group, this is the business that I'm working on growing. So I'm working with a team. And this group has started in the Tampa area back in August of 2019. We're a group of independent agents brokered by EXP. So we've got independent agents here in the local area of a team of people that we're growing our business here. Our mission statement is to inspire to inspire a positive and lasting impact on our agents and our clients. So really, it's all about relationships. I'm a relationship-driven person. I believe in long-term relationships. If I sell a house or a property, I hope to sell 5 more, from that one relationship. And keeping in contact with those people that I've worked with. I do believe in an upfront, no nonsense approach to selling real estate or pretty much anything that I do in business. I'm going to tell you if either if we're a good fit or if we're not, and be honest and informative about the pricing of your property. I mean, real estate is extremely important. It's a personal thing, but I also try to make it fun, educational. and try to make sure that we are as comprehensive and detailed as possible, make sure that there's no stones unturned, but then also have a little bit of fun doing it. A couple things too is that I try to stay on the cutting edge of things. And one of the things that I do, in my personal life is I try to listen to a podcast every day, something that could be motivational, something could be educational, health and wellness, more or less for talking points in business, but also to better myself. So what's our target market? Well, our target market is pretty broad. In our business, we work with new home buyers. One of the reasons why I relocated here to the Florida area was to try to help the snowbirds that are looking for that second home from the upper Midwest. And I know that, if you've lived in Florida a long time, I know what happens here in the in the winter season months. There's an influx of people coming from other states, and that is what it is. But I would like to be that person that would like to help, those people find a property, find their second home, and maybe they want to come here, full time. Real estate investors, probate, retirees. We work with divorced people, and unfortunately, that may be a business that we have. It maybe a target market that might be growing here during the coronavirus situation. Land developers, fix and flips, rentals, and lawyers. So who are our business partners? I mean, this is what I think is very attractive to this networking group. We work with all kinds of different people. We work with lenders, home inspectors, property management companies, home stagers, remodeling contractors, HVAC, plumbing, architects, well and septic, home stagers, and home warranty vendors. I think, as a successful business owner, a successful real estate business, we have to have those relationships. And, I'm a relationship person. If I'm going to call up on an HVAC contractor, I need to have somebody that I can trust. Same with remodeling, same with a home inspector. So that's extremely important. So being a realtor and being connected to those people, if somebody is selecting a realtor, I think that should be a very big deal to find somebody that has those relationships. So how we're different at the Skyline Group? Well, we do have licensed agents in Florida, Alabama, Virginia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota right now. That is very helpful if a client needs to, maybe they have to relocate somewhere into a different state. We have a very large networking group that we can refer our clients to across the country. Another thing too that I'm going to talk about in a couple other slides here is we also do have a cash offer program that is unlike anything else. It's unlike, obviously Zillow had their issues with the cash offers, and there were some other ones, OfferPad, but we have something that's a little bit unique and only unique to the EXP brokerage firm that I'll talk about here in a little bit. That includes multiple investment groups, independent and institutional investors. So why does it have, I think I kind of hit about having the multiple states is that a high percentage of real estate transactions are based off referrals. So we want to work with different states and different people across the country to build my business portfolio with referrals. So how do I go about getting business and selling a property? Well, we do everything from digital marketing. We have advanced CRM tools. National exposure, as I hit on already through a referral platform on something called Workplace. I don't know if anybody's familiar with what Workplace is, but it's a little bit like Facebook, except it's our own internal working platform that has all the different states and all the different brokerage firms connected together with it. Social media. Another way we sell your property is we price the home correctly. If you've got an overpriced home that's 25 or 30% higher than the market conditions, it's going to sit, and that's not going to be good. So we try to price that correctly through a market analysis and getting education on your market. Everything goes on MLS. It goes on Zillow. It goes on Realtor.com, and hundreds of different outlets to market your house. We utilize signs, virtual tours, and then send out postcards to the local zip codes. And then also virtual open houses. That's becoming a very big thing with the current market conditions right now, or the coronavirus. We also, included in, when I do a consultation, is we're going to be very upfront in the whole cycle. So everything from meeting, the initial meeting, establishing a price, listing the house, negotiating, and then closing. So we do utilize systems, checklists, and everything that you need to know up front as a home seller. We also provide with education. So we're going to take a look at the market conditions. We'll put together a nice report that shows your typical, conditions. And this particular graph right here shows the closed sales in the particular zip code. As you can see, that March 2020 home sales were up in comparison to February 2020. So we can zone in on all the way down to your own neighborhood. Just a little bit about express offers. I hit that and talked about that in a couple slides below. So we also have the option for a home seller to accept a cash offer. Now, it's not a guaranteed cash offer, but we have access to institutional cash buyers that will offer cash purchase. I'm sorry, a cash purchase. That's a tough word to say. Cash purchase. Cash purchase on your home. So it's not for every home, but if the market conditions arrive, if the market conditions align, that may be a possibility. So it's a service that we offer. We have to go through a certification training to do that, and I am actually express offer certified. But definitely, it's a case-by-case basis for each individual homeowner, but it is a service that we can provide. When it comes to buyers, it's a little bit of a different cycle compared to a seller. We meet and discuss buyers' needs, work on a pre-approval. So having a lender relationship is very important. We'll try and give a home buyer 3 different options with 3 different lenders to interview. We'll set up a nice MLS search for a home buyer, reach out to social media and the workplace network, make the offer and negotiate, talk about terms and conditions, go through the final details, and then we're going to close on the house. So it's a cycle. We've got checklists and systems to help from start to finish, and it's a complete process that we help and assist with. So again, a little bit about marketing. We have a branded website. We do brand advertising. We offer virtual tours, professional photography, yard signs, flyers, social media, and Craigslist. So all those services come with hiring myself or my group as a real estate team. So some of the challenges that I personally have in growing my business and is basically that I'm new to the area, and I don't have a lot of relationships with business owners locally, investors, contractors, lenders, and service providers. Understanding market needs, understanding demographics. So really, I'm working on building trust and building my relationships with people. So my ask here is that if you're a business owner that fits in the category, let's meet for coffee, or let's meet up for a Zoom meeting. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel. I'm building a YouTube channel. I'm getting comfortable with looking at myself on a screen. Introduce me to your sphere, and referrals. If you know anybody looking to buy, sell, invest, flip a house, or rent it, contact me to interview your client. So selling your home it's a very big deal, and I do take the task seriously. And the fact you've considered me or would even consider me, I mean, I will. That definitely means the world to me and my team. So there's my contact information, and that is my presentation.
Great. Well, thank you, Mark. This has been good. Okay, everybody. So we will be following up. If you'd like to join in the group to discuss Mark's business and masterminding some of the things, Mark, tell us a little bit. Other than your ask of helping everybody to, uh, you know, network and help you connect. We spoke specifically in your mastermind about some of your asks, ASKS.
Yeah.
Um, Tell this particular group some of the things you're trying to accomplish and what results you're looking to get.
Well, I mean, my biggest ask is trying to, obviously I'd like to get some more exposure, um, about my business. And I guess, I just want to be able to get more exposure. I don't know if that's the right
So
answer.
one of the things, guys, is we're looking for what are the best groups in the areas of networking for Mark. Now, one of them I already suggested to him was the Tampa Club. So
Right.
those of you who have a history in this area, I'm going to ask you to help Mark to figure out what are the to save some time on what the best groups are, because there are tons of groups. We know about the meetups.
Right.
We know about all of the different clubs that there's so many opportunities. What we're trying to do is accelerate Mark's business by having him participate in the best groups that are going to yield win-win returns, that he can add value to them. And as you notice, he's looking for these other people who have other businesses. One of the groups, Christian Professional Network, is one of the networking groups, but there is so many other different networking groups. So those are some of the things we want everybody to bring to the mastermind. So thanks for listening, and I'm going to end the recording. And if you want to be in the mastermind, just let me know. Thank you.